This video is serious. Everything I say in it is serious, and I want you to take it seriously. Putin and the Kremlin have, in no uncertain terms, told Obama that it means global war, direct war over Monsanto. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show. Now, I want to make sure everybody understands everything that I'm saying. I'm going to go over some terms that might be a little bit technical, and I'm going to go over some concepts that might seem a little bit over your head. But everybody who watches me is pretty intelligent, so I have faith in you to keep up. All right? So, first, let's talk about something probably that you have not heard. It is the Monsanto Protection Act. First of all, let's describe who Monsanto is. They are a global conglomerate food corporation that has created something called Roundup, which is a pesticide slash herbicide. It's supposed to be a herbicide, but it kills everything. It kills absolutely everything, meaning plants and animals. So they promote it as something great for farmers to get rid of weeds. In their demonstrations and commercials, they show the farmer spraying his crops with Roundup. The corn stays and the weeds all fall by the wayside. It is not true. Monsanto has created corn and sugar and some other stuff that they have genetically spliced to resist Roundup. So their herbicide, which kills plants in general, when you have the GMO plants planted as your crops, the two go together nicely. You end up with really terrible food, and the weeds are killed, right? So that's the premise. But here's the problem. It kills everything. Plants, animals, everything. It kills everything. It just kills everything. Now, so that's who Monsanto is. They have patents on plants. All of these GMO plants, they have patents on them. The Supreme Court allowed them to have patents. I don't know who was on that watch. I think that's stupid. That's dumb. I would never allow that. Okay, so let's get to the business at hand. The Monsanto Protection Act. You probably haven't heard this. Both Democrats and Republicans support this act. So we're not talking about one side here. We're talking about everybody. Monsanto is protected from legislative and judicial action in the event that any of their products have deleterious effects. They are literally above the law. So if anything goes wrong and the cause of it is something created by Monsanto, they are completely off the hook. They can't be sued. They can't be jailed. They can't be tried at all. Even if a law was passed later, this act says that law created by the federal government itself that would throw anybody else in jail, Monsanto itself is protected. Now, how evil can you get than this? This is unconstitutional on its face to begin with, first of all, right? Never before has a company been given immunity from all criminal and civil action. So that's the Protection Act. And the biggest chief proponent for this is Roy Blunt, Republican of Missouri, in the House of Commons. What am I thinking of? The House of Representatives. What country am I from? So, Putin warned Obama that we are about to enter a cataclysmic bee apocalypse. Putin said that we are about to go to global war over bees. So I already described Roundup, and Roundup it kills everything, including plants. It is worse than DDT, but it is sold in the world market. It has a neuroactive ingredient called no-nicotinoid, which destroys the entire world's bee population. And why do we care about bees? Bees are the #1 method of pollination for all crops. Trees, crops, plants, flowers, everything. Food, flowers, it doesn't matter. Bees are the way to get pollination going on naturally, and that's what is done naturally. When a bee lands on a Roundup treated plant and brings it back to the hive, it kills the queen and kills the entire hive. The entire hive is wiped out. Everything in it is wiped out. And there is not even a remnant. There's no larva, nothing. Nothing's left. The entire bee population, the entire beehive is gone. Monsanto has patented plants that resist Roundup and plants that don't require bee pollination. And they have a patent on all of this. Putin met with Secretary of State John Kerry. Putin was outraged at the Obama administration continued protection of plant and seed conglomerates Sargento and Monsanto. They're both, almost the same company. They're brother companies or something like that. Putin said, point blank, in the face of the bee apocalypse, quote, will most certainly lead to world war, end quote. Putin was so angry that Obama refused to even discuss this, that he refused to meet and John Kerry for 3 hours. Now, to get an idea of what's going on, Kerry went on a diplomatic tour, and this was set up months in advance. You do not cancel a meeting. You're not delayed for a meeting. Everything's set up and everything's on time. It's not, I'll see you when I get there. Oh, I'm in traffic, because that doesn't matter, because diplomats are given complete, right? You see them when diplomats have to get through the streets, and in a lot of foreign countries, they will have a police car, a police escort to get exactly where they're going, right? Because you don't do that. So the seriousness of the Kremlin denying to meet with Kerry for 3 hours is as serious as if Russia had launched a nuclear bomb directly. To avoid going to immediate war with the U.S., the Kremlin finally agreed to meet with Kerry. This is how serious it was. To avoid going to immediate war status with the United States. The Kremlin released information saying that they have proof that these no-nicotinoids are destroying the world's bee population and, quote, if left unchecked, would destroy man's ability to grow his own food, end quote. My theory is that after that, if this is left unchecked and all the bees die out, Monsanto's plants, which don't require pollination, resist Roundup and herbicides and that sort of, they would be the only one left in the world that we could get plants and food from. Even so, this is what the Kremlin, so even so, if you remove bees, it leads to world famine. That means Germany, France, Britain, United States, world famine. No country would be left untouched. There would be world famine. And it wouldn't happen like in a year or two. It would happen immediately. We consume food every day. The food is produced every day. It's shipped in and traded from different parts of the world every day. We ourselves, when you go to your supermarket, it's shipped in from Guatemala, Mexico, Canada, China even. So if we had a crisis, famine would happen almost immediately. Now, this is direct evidence of Agenda 21. And if you don't know what Agenda 21 is, please look it up. They recommended, in the United States, they recommended that for the first time not to vote for Republicans and Democrats. They recommended voting for a constitutional party candidate or a Libertarian Party candidate. I'm going to second that. I don't know about the Constitution Party. Sounds like a great name. I don't know about it, but I do know about the Libertarians. The Libertarians believe in the Constitution and they believe in the freedom for you to do your own thing. That means be successful as much as you want and keep as much money as you want, and to fail as much as you want and lose as much money as you want. I think that is the way to go in the United States of America today with the Obama administration. Ladies and gentlemen, this is serious. This is serious. And I bet you the Supreme Court is going to be absolutely useless in trying to deny this or declare this unconstitutional. I guarantee you, I can almost feel it, that they will be useless in denying this. Like the video to make sure that everybody else gets a chance to see it. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It helps, keeps me going. The subscription is a personal thing from me to you. Share this video with everybody that you know. This is serious. I know I talked about Libya, and that was true. They said they might go to war over Libya, and then there was all of this. Well, that was a diplomatic thing. That was, they were saying, oh, if this happens and if this happens. But this, unequivocally, Putin and the Kremlin said they will go to world war. In the Syrian stuff, it was suggested. This, they said they will go to world war. This is just that serious. And Russia is the only country standing up to the United States. I have said this many times, you know, talking to my political friends. Russia is however ironic this sounds, Russia is a beacon of freedom in the face of the Obama administration. France is not saying anything. Germany's not saying anything. England is not saying anything. None of those countries are saying anything. Russia is the only one standing up to the Obama administration and standing up to Monsanto. This is just that serious. They are going to DEFCON 1 or 3 or whatever is the worst over this issue. They said in no uncertain terms they will go to world war over this issue. And Obama has refused to even talk about the issue. How do you like them apples, huh? That's your boy Obama. This is serious. Share this video with everybody you even know or whatever. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.